friend in the bar the other night, and he got a little drunk. He wanted to fight, so he jumped up and challenged every man in the room. And just about the time he got the words out, an old boy jumped up and he closed his mouth. And he used his head for a mop and his ass for a broom. It was an attitude adjustment. I guess it was his first time. It was an attitude adjustment. Now he understands just fine. He got bent out of shape and he opened his mouth and just one appointment straightened him right out. It was an attitude adjustment. Oh, it'll work every time. Well, I got this big old brother-in-law, and me and him just never did get along because he wants to be sure that I'm treating his sister right. He got drunk one night, started beating me up, so I went and got a tire tool out of the truck and laid him out as cold as a block of ice. It was an attitude adjustment, and it'll work every time. It was an attitude adjustment. Hey, I made him see the light. And he says I'm his kind of man, and he comes around me with his hat in his hand. It was an attitude adjustment. I cured all his family pride. Well, my girlfriend, she slapped my face. I said, darling, that was your first mistake. And then she went wild and her eyes turned red. She started breaking things and screaming loud, and she's kicking me and she's cussing me out. I gave her a little adjustment on the top of her head. It was an attitude adjustment. Now she loves on me all the time. It was an attitude adjustment. Just a whole new frame of mind. Well, she don't nag, and I don't beg, and we get along. And like I said, it's just an attitude adjustment. And everything was just fine. Well, almost. See, she called the cops to take me in, and I said, well, you never gonna do it, friend. And they just smiled and said, oh, yes, we will. Now some sticks to the head and kicks to the shin and several big bites by Ren 1010. And I couldn't wait to get into that jail. Yeah, it was an attitude adjustment. Oh, I went along peacefully. It was an attitude adjustment, and they made me clearly see. Because my head is black and my legs are blue and both kneecaps are bit clean through. It was an attitude adjustment. Made my whole outlook brand new. It was an attitude adjustment. Made my whole outlook brand new. Yes, sir, I understand just fine.